Hey you guys, and welcome back to another edition of Poppin' with Mama Sue. You guys, I have a real good recipe. It's a 1,000 Island baked pork chop, you guys, and I'm gonna size it up with my very own coconut rice with my pigeon peas. Okay, you guys, stay tuned. You guys, if you're new to this channel, welcome. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that notification bell as well so that you will be notified each and every time that I upload a new and awesome recipe. Guys, here you are. We have some pork chops. Some thin cut pork chop. You can get the thick cut pork chop, thin cut, it doesn't matter. You guys, we're going to have our rice on deck. This is parboiled rice. You can use long grain rice if you like, but I choose to use parboiled. I have some coconut water, some coconut milk, and along with my pigeon peas that I'm putting along in my rice. For the seasoning of this pork chop, we're going to season it with onion powder, black pepper, some chives, some minced garlic, some salt, mustard, ground mustard, and some garlic powder, and 1,000 Island dressing, along with a mango chutney that is going to go in the spread. You guys, I can't wait to put it together for you guys, because this is an awesome recipe. Sure that you will love it, and as well as your family member, this is going to be a hit on your table. Okay, so we'll be back, guys. So what the first thing you would like to do is go ahead and prepare your pork chops by washing it with salt for the abrasion. Wash it thoroughly, and then you want to also pat dry them so that the seasoning could stick onto the meat. Now we're going to go ahead and start seasoning our meat. First, I would add my garlic powder, my onion powder. I'm going in with some chives. I'm just going to gradually mix these together because I'm going to evenly disperse them on the pork chop so it can be nice and evenly coated. Now that was the chives and that was the salt. So that is that for my mixture. And you guys, you want to go ahead and season it to your liking. Quiet and enjoying our peace at home, as we all are during this quarantine time. Some people have traveled, and glad that you did make it out. Hope that you were being safe. And welcome back to all the students, all the mothers that are at home doing homeschooling, the fathers at home doing homeschooling. Hey, you guys, we're in this together, and it is no joke. Ain't that right, Papa Bear?
That'll be right.
Yep, it is no joke. Go ahead and generously season these pork chops. As you saw me turn them over, front and back. Make sure you get it all in there. Don't be afraid to season your meat. So I'm going to turn them over just one more time so I can get the other side. And if you have time to marinate your meat, you can season it, marinate it, cover it up with some plastic, put it in the fridge for about 10-15 minutes, and let that season just soak right into that meat. But if you don't have time, you can do exactly what I'm doing, massaging the seasoning in the meat. And we're going to take it to the frying pan, and we're going to sear these until they get like a slight caramelization on each side for about 10 minutes or so. And then I'll tell you what's next. All right, you guys. So next we're going to put our oven on 350 because we want to preheat our oven, because we're going to, after we sear our pork chops, we're going to put it into the oven and let it do its thing. Low to medium heat. Now I'm working with an old pan, you guys, so you might see a little smoky bandit. Okay. So we're going to put in about 1.5 tablespoons of oil, vegetable oil, and it's nice and hot. We're going to take our pork chops and begin to sear it. I can already smell the seasoning. And like I say, guys, you want to just do this for about 3 minutes on each side, just to get a good sear going, a little caramelization on each side. Alright, you guys, so we're back for our next step. After we have seared our pork chops for a good 5-10 minutes, well, 3 minutes on each side, so about 6 to 10 minutes. So we put it into a baking dish that we're going to put into the oven, uncovered. Now we're going to work on our glaze that will go on top. So let's measure out about a half a cup of this mango chutney, right? You know, Mama Sue, I really don't measure. But this time, I'm going to take it easy. Because I don't want to overpower it with too much of sweet. I want to give it an even blend. So now we're going to add in our minced garlic. That's going to give that pungent of a flavor. Some mustard, ground mustard. That's going to even out that flavor. And then we're going to add our Thousand Island dressing. I'm going to use my fork over here. Scoop that on. Oh, scoop that right on out. Remember what I said, it's okay to make a little mess in the kitchen as long as you clean it up. So we're going to give that a nice stir. Make sure it all blends in. My pork chops, like so. Now I'm going to take my brush and go across it, so I'll make sure each and every chop have this glaze over it. You can just smell the aroma. It's so fragrant. And I don't know about you guys. I know that anytime that I can smell my pot, I know that I'm cooking with something. Don't you, Papa Bear? Mango chutney. Or the mango jam, should I say. Now I'm just going across it, just making sure that I have it nice and coated, because when it bakes, it's going to seep in all those nice flavors from the seasoning and from all of this glaze that's going on here. I want to lick my fingers, but all right. So cooking is a fun thing to do. So enjoy yourself in the kitchen. Cook with love and patience. You guys, that is it. This is going into the oven for about an hour and a half until the meat is very tender, okay? So take your time. Don't rush. Be right back. All right, you guys. So welcome back. So what we have done so far, we got the pork chops in the oven, and it's rocking and rolling. And now we're going to work on our rice and peas. So this is my version of Caribbean rice and peas. So we're going to have 2 cups of rice. We got 2 cans of beans. We have 2 cans of coconut water and also a can of coconut milk. Be right back. Okay, you guys, so we have our pot on medium heat. We're going to pour in our can of coconut milk, coconut water, and we're going to bring this to a boil before putting in our coconut rice. give it a nice stir and let it come to a boil. We're going to enter in the salt just to enhance the flavor. Just a pinch. And when it comes to a boil, we're going to put in a stick of butter, our rice, and our peas. And we're going to let it cook down for about 15 to 20 minutes until all the water is absorbed in the rice. And we'll be right back. Alright, you guys. So now I'm getting ready to add in my rice and peas because it came to a boil. So I'm going to add my peas in, my pigeon peas. Then I'm going to add in my 2 cups of rice. And let that cook down until all the liquid is absorbed. Sometimes you may see me add in a cilantro paste. That is to enhance my coconut flavor that is in this recipe. So that is optional if you like to add the cilantro paste. Hey you guys, and welcome back. Girl, stop on. Welcome back. You guys, this is the end of this delicious, awesome recipe. We had the pork chops in the oven at 350 for an hour and a half, you guys. It is looking delicious, okay? We made the coconut rice with the pigeon peas, you guys. You know, I said you can optional put in the cilantro paste if you want, but if not, it's still good even without it. So let's get to it. You guys, this is the end results. It is perfectly made. You guys, that caramelization that you see right there, that extra glaze. Let me hit it with some chives, you guys. Let me hit it with some chives. Bring it out. Pop. Bang. There you go. You guys, Papa Bear is going to have a good time with this meal. Everybody's going to enjoy this meal. And if you guys enjoy this meal, why don't you give me a great big thumbs up? Go ahead and mash that like, share, subscribe button, you guys. Until next time, thank you for watching.
My pigeon peas and rice. Like I like it. Get right. The glaze, everything. Delicious, like always. All right, you guys, gotta get it, gotta go.